Alrighty, welcome everyone to day 5 of Advent to Code. Quick disclaimer before we begin, I am out of town for the next 2 days, so I will get this one out. Obviously, Fridays being this video, I'll get this out, but Saturdays and Sundays will be delayed. I'm hoping that at least for Mondays I can get done at normal time, and then if I have time, I'm going to try and get Saturdays and Sundays done together before Monday goes out, but we'll see. So at any rate, heads up, next 2 days will not be at the normal time. I'm doing these at midnight, so they'll be delayed by a day or so till Sunday. But at any rate, everything is set up. Let's go ahead and do day 5, see if we can follow up my success from yesterday, but we'll see. As the forklift breaks through the wall, the elves are delighted to discover that there was a cafeteria on the other side after all. You can hear a commotion coming from the kitchen. At this rate, we won't have any time left to put the wreaths up in the dining hall. Resolute in your quest, you investigate. If only we hadn't switched to the new inventory management system right before Christmas. Another elf explains, yes, what's going on. The elves in the kitchen explain the situation. Because of their complicated inventory management system, they can't figure out which of their ingredients are fresh and which are spoiled. When you ask how it works, they give you a copy of their database or puzzle inputs. The database operates on ingredient IDs and consists of a list of fresh ingredient ID ranges, a blank line, and a list of available ingredient IDs. The fresh ID ranges are inclusive. 3 to 5, 3, 4, and 5 are all fresh. The ranges can overlap. An ingredient ID is fresh if it is in any range. The elves are trying to determine which of the available ingredient IDs are fresh. Cool. I'm guessing that this is going to be really large numbers. Yeah. Sick. Okay. How many available ingredient IDs are fresh? Oh, beautiful. This is what I love to see. This isn't even too big for longs, isn't it? I remember what's Java's max long? Hang on. It's 64-bit, which is gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, okay, I think we're good. 1, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I think we are good. That none of these are going to go over 64-bit. Probably for the best. So, yeah, cool. What's the okay, we just need to split on that. So go over our inputs. We need a boolean up here to track if we are at parsing ranges is true. If line is blank, go ahead and do parsing ranges is false, and then continue, not break. So first off, we need to go through and parse all of the ranges. Parsing ranges, come on, typing. So if we're parsing the ranges, this is pretty easy because we can just do just call it parts line split on a dash, right? Yep. And then we can just do long high is going to equal to long dot parse long, or actually it should be low first, and then the high is after. So we have our range. So I want to all right, let's just do it straightforward. It's to see how badly this is going to bite me for the second part, but we're just going to just straight up low, long. That's just TypeScript, not Java. I program in too many languages. Okay. We're going to see how badly this is going to screw me over for the second part, but what we're going to do is we're just going to throw them all into an array. We're not going to worry about combining ranges. We're just going to toss it in and compute from there, which means that when we're done here, we're going to go else if we are not parsing the ranges, we're just going to go and just do low. Let's just be ID. Sorry, long ID is going to equal to long parse long for the line, and then we're simply going to go through all of the ranges, and we're just going to test as if r dot low is less than or equal to ID, and r dot high is greater than or equal to ID. Then we know we're in the range. What's this asking? How many available ingredients are fresh? Okay, so we're just gonna do int part 1 equals 0. And this means it's fresh. And we're getting here, we're just gonna lap part 1. All right, so this should work. It shouldn't be too slow. Oh, it's wrong. Interesting. Four, 3, huh? Uh-oh. Fresh. What am I? I must have some 5, 11, 17, 17. Why do I have 17 twice? Oh, because it's right. Break. I was counting things twice. I didn't need to keep this, but counting things twice, that'll do it. That'll do it. I gotta wait one more second. There we go. Okay. So now let's see how this has screwed me over for the second part. The elves started bringing their spoiled inventory to the trash chutes at the back of the kitchen so that they can stop bugging you for all the new inventory. The elves would like to know all of the IDs that the fresh ingredient ID range is considered to be fresh. An ingredient ID is still considered fresh if it is in any range. Now the second section of the database is irrelevant. Here are the fresh ingredient items above. Yeah. So this is, yep. This is where I need to, yeah, okay. Had I done what I was thinking of is to combine all the ranges, I would have basically been done, but I got to do it anyways. So combining the ranges, what we need to do is, before we go ahead and add to the ranges, we need to go through each range and see is if the we need to compare if R low, so this range low is less than or equal to low, and R dot high is greater than or equal to no. So for the low, if it's in between the ranges, so it's gonna be greater than low, and yeah, okay, yeah, this is right. So it's either this or flip it, and the high is greater than low, and that. So that means the low or the high is within this range. Is within the range of this. If that is the case, what we need to do is, instead of adding, we need to do can I set this equal to something? No, because I can't. It's a record. I can't change it. We're gonna do this for int I equals 0 while I is less than ranges dot size I plus I. This way we have the index. So now we can just do ranges set because this will replace, if I remember my Java. Replace the element, yes. So replace I with a new range, and it's going to be math dot min of r dot low and low, and the math dot max of r dot high and high. And we're doing this only if if one of these is between, right. What we need to use also is boolean updated, and then here we can say updated is true, break out of this, and then only if it is not updated do we then add to the range. So if this is done right, part 1 should not have changed, and we get 720 still. Beautiful. What this means now is when we're done here, we can just go through all of our ranges. So for range R in ranges, and we can just do a long part 2. And because it's inclusive, we're gonna have to add 1 to all these, but we're just gonna do part 2 plus equals r dot high minus r dot low, and add 1 because again inclusive. And no overlaps, so we should just literally be good with just doing this. I'm hoping that this logic is correct. Nope. Okay. I'm on the right track, but I must have missed something then. Can I go back to this? What is this gonna give me? 3 and 17. 14. Let's just log out. Let's see if in theory, I guess this could be wrong. R dot low, R dot high. Start here. Is this even correct? 3 to 5, 10 to 18, 16 to wait, 10 to 18, 16 to 20 makes no sense. Oh wait, no, it does. Wait, what? Okay, well, sorry, I was saying this isn't right, obviously. Yeah. So this would combine it to just be 3 to 5 and then 10 to 20. I'm close, but for some reason these didn't get combined. I don't have to check them both, do I? I guess it could. I guess I do need to check it both ways in case the one encapsulates the other. So just flip these around. Yeah, just flip these around then. That's not gonna. Yeah. No, that's fine. Will this fix it? No. Why are these ranges? Okay. So 16 to 20 gets added for some reason. What's the it's so 12, so 16 to 20 is outside. It's because it's, oh no, it happens after. It is, oh. I see, I see. Oops, I didn't mean to go to my desktop. I see why. Because these do not overlap. But we get to this one, these overlap, so it adds it, but then we're not then checking everything else. I did it again. Why do I keep doing this? Okay. So what I need to do is, this is fine. But when this happens, I need to then check the rest of the ranges after to make sure no ranges now fall in this. Okay. Okay. Let's do this. I think what I can do. Yeah, okay, let's try this. Let's try, when we're going through and parsing all the ranges, I need to do, let's build up, let's just have it, yeah, let's go back to what it was. Let's build up the ranges, fine. It works for part one. Part one doesn't care about this improvement. So after part one, what I can do is I can do list, and this is going to be range, and this is going to be to add, and it's going to be equal to a new array list of ranges. We're going to call ranges dot clear to remove them all. And then I'm going to do is while to add size is greater than 0, do this. I'm going to do range r equals to add rev 0. So this is going to be kind of working like a depth first search that you kind of do. And what we're going to do is go over ranges is fine. Update it, and we're going to do ranges at add r. So it's going to happen. Place r with r2 real quick, and then all these lows and highs are just r. So what's going to happen is every time we update something, what we're going to do is do ranges. No, we're going to switch this to an integer. Updated equals I. If updated does not equal -1. -1 just signifies nothing has changed. Equals I, break. And then otherwise, we're going to do, if we've added something, we need to go ranges sub list, and we're going to take it from I to the end. Is there a slice? No, it's just sub list. Oh, sorry, up from updated to ranges dot size. Sure. And we're just going to take these overall, and we're just going to add them to add. We're just adding them right back to add. We do need to go through, though. That is empty. What we need to do, though, is we also need to do is ranges. Is there a remove all? Yeah, I think this is fine. Ranges, this is to remove. I think Windows, I don't. Sorry. I think we can get away with this because of the record. What's it complaining about? Updated. Sorry, equals -1. Hey, there we go. Okay, now let's see if this works on the real numbers. No, it's still not right. No. Oh. Alright, did some looking. I have found this range that for some reason didn't get picked up. And is it because this is fully within that? So did I actually need this change that I put in originally? Do I actually need this else if, or I flip them? Or R becomes R2? Oops. Do I actually need this? Ah, I did need it. No! Ah, alright, well, hey. Got there in the end. Yeah, I mean, in theory, this can be, I think that can just, I don't need these surrounding things around it, but, that looks horrendous to look at. Alright, we're leaving it as one big line. It looks horrendous. I don't know how it wants me to break this up. Yeah. Actually, I should make sure that this still gives me the right answer. 0, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, okay. So there we go. Yeah, so it looks like I was right on the part 1. If I had done this range logic for part 1 right away, I probably wouldn't have started as much part 2. But I mean, I would have done it regardless. So, yeah, I mean, this can be not cleaned up. This could be condensed a bit better, but ultimately, actually, I sorted them here when I was testing these. You don't need to sort them, but I was doing that. So there we go. It's honestly not too bad. I kind of like this. Is an interesting solution, I think, to doing this these range logic things. But I mean, it's pretty performant. What's the speed on this? 25 milliseconds, 26, 27 milliseconds. So anyways, day 5 completed. Yeah, that's it for me. Again, reminder, day 6 and day 7 will not be done at my normal time. Day 8 will be. Hopefully get day 6 and 7 out before day 8. We'll see. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys all for the next one. Peace.